I did a gig in Switzerland when I was 16, and after the gig finished, I used to go and sit by a fountain. We were sharing a hotel room, 3 guys sharing a hotel room. We were playing in a cafe bar in Lugano in Switzerland, and we played, you know, Girl from Ipanema. We played light, gentle bossa novas, light, gentle pop songs, just for the people at the cafe bar. But I thought I should be practicing. So after the show, about midnight, I would go and sit by this fountain because the fountain made so much noise. It disguised the sound of me tapping on a practice pad. So I sat with a practice pad for like 3 hours, doing rudiments, single stroke rolls, double stroke rolls, anything I could think of. But what I quickly realised was the more I did that kind of muscle exercise stuff, my brain was completely dormant when I was doing it. And I just had less and less ideas. When I sat at the drums, I had no ideas because all I spent my time doing was just finger exercises and playing really fast. And then I thought, I'm going to stop working on these muscles and work on this big fat muscle in here, because this is where all the ideas are coming from. You know, the things I play today, I could have played 25 years ago. I just couldn't think of them 25 years ago. I just didn't have the ideas. The first progressive rock band I played in was a band called Renaissance, and it was purely, I was just trying to make a living. You know, I saw an advert in a magazine. There used to be a magazine called Melody Maker in England. So I saw this box ad, you know, drummer needed, blah, blah, blah. So I called them up, and they sent me the tapes of the songs I had to learn. I had no clue, I'd never heard of them. I didn't know who they were. And I listened to the music. I thought, wow, this piece here is like 20 minutes long, really complicated, lots of odd time signatures. So I wrote it all out. As I said earlier on, I want to do the homework. I don't want to be the guy who turns up, don't know what I'm doing. And I think they auditioned 200 drummers, or at least had 200 entrants to it. I don't know how many drummers they actually played with. And I went down and did my audition, and from what I remember, I was the only guy who could make it through all the pieces, because I'd practiced it. You know, I spent a week at home every day playing along, reading the charts. So when I got down there, I knew the stuff. I wasn't just kind of busking or winging it. And that led to my first sort of brush close encounter with progressive rock. And we did an American tour. I was only 18, 19. It was very exciting for me to come to America and tour America when I was that young. And, you know, I think we were here about 6, 7 weeks, something like that. We played all over. Then we went home. It sort of dissolved after that. So I got myself another job. I moved on, and I didn't have anything really to do with progressive rock until 2002, when Porcupine Tree asked me to play with them. And that was because I knew Richard Barbieri, the keyboard player. He said, the drummer's left, we have to go to New York to record a record. I know you're a session drummer, can you come and play on this record in absentia? And I said, yeah, sure. So I went to New York and I recorded it as a session drummer. I got paid as a session drummer, and it went very well. And afterwards they asked me to join the band. And I thought, well, maybe this is a good time. I've been working as a sideman for, you know, nearly all my life. Maybe it's a good time to join a band and try a band. This is the first band that have actually offered me the chance to join, purely just luck and chance. It's not like I want to be a prog drummer. It was just they were considered a prog band. I could play the odd time signatures. I could play, I could navigate all the arrangements, and it seemed like a good thing to do. really no background in prog. I was asked to do contribute to a piece in a magazine about progressive rock, and they said, you know, you could get to name your top favourite 10 prog drummers. You could name your favourite 10 prog albums. I don't know 10 prog albums. I don't know if I could name, let alone pick my favourites. You know, I really didn't grow up with progressive rock. I didn't listen to it. I was much more of a kind of jazz guy. I don't know, maybe that affects the way I play or approach progressive rock. You know, obviously I was aware of Yes and Genesis and Pink Floyd and all the prog bands back in the day, but I didn't listen to it. I didn't own the records. Even when Robert Fripp came round to play me the King Crimson stuff, I said, look, Robert, I've got to be honest with you. I think I've only got one King Crimson record, Discipline, on vinyl. I haven't heard it in 20 years. He said, that's great. Don't worry, here's all the material. I think he quite liked the idea that I wasn't so familiar with their stuff. Maybe I'd approach it in a brand new way, or a different angle, you know. Go along so much with genres and styles. It's just good music and bad music. If it's swing, if it's reggae, if it's country and western, if it's prog rock, I'll approach it in the best way I possibly can. You know, if I can hear something, I mean, they've all got something in common from a drum point of view. There's got to be a tempo, there's got to be some sort of groove, there's got to be some sort of expression, and that's what I concentrate on. You know, if I can enhance the songs, if I can express myself in that so-called genre, then that's fine, but I don't think of myself as a prog drummer or anything really. I'm just a drummer, you know. I'm just trying to play the best stuff I can, but most of it's just chance and luck in terms of a career path. I was just trying to make a living, honestly.
Very much. I'll be selling ice creams out by the toilet tonight. Thank you.